Hey everyone, as you know, I am a cord cutter. That's right. I have severed my ways from the cable and dish DirecTV type people. And I'm using OTA. And I'll be honest, I've been pretty happy with it. There has been some artifacting, there's been signal disruptions, but really nothing I haven't experienced with cable or DirecTV. Well, actually, with DirecTV I experienced a lot of things with DirecTV that I enough said. Go look at my DirecTV reviews. They tell the whole story. But back to why we're here today is I've been using the Turk and I've been pretty happy with it. But I gave a pretty good review of it, and the folks over at HRB said, hey, why don't you take a look at our FlatWave Amped Indoor Antenna? And I said, sure. So the benefit for everyone here is I'm going to go through and do a pretty strong analysis. I'm going to show you what the Turk has done for signal strength, and I'm going to plug in the FlatWave and see how that compares. And hopefully you guys will be armed with a lot more knowledge and be able to make the best decision that works for you. Now, to give you some background, I'm in, if you haven't watched my other videos, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, actually Tempe, a little side city plugged up next to Phoenix. Pretty flat area, and I get about, I get a pretty good variety of channels. And I'll go through and do a single strength test of the ones with the Turk, then I'll turn around and do a single strength. You'll get the whole ball of wax. Now let me show you a quick, up there is my Turk. Now I like it a lot, however it does have some issues. And one of the issues, wow, my leg's been sinking a lot, is that it's a little on the bulky side. So it does its job, but again, we got some size limitations. And finding a place to put it wasn't impossible, but it was a little on the problematic. Now the FlatWave claims, oh, get a little crumb there. The FlatWave claims to be a lot thinner and about 13 by 14 and give near Blu-ray quality. That will be interesting. Now, in fairness, the Turk gives a pretty damn good picture, so it's going to be neat to see how these two go head to head. And again, gratis to HRB for thinking of me to send this to me. It came in a nice little small form factor, and we're going to do an unboxing shortly. Okay, now for the unboxing. It came in this package, which is, obviously it shipped pretty fast. Normal stuff, nothing really serious. But let's see what the inside packaging. Actually, for something like this, we're going to go with the rounded tip. And this is my, this is my Leatherman Wave. It's one of the best tools I've ever gotten. Kind of curious. Now again, you saw the Turk. It's kind of large. Turk came in a much larger box. We got some tape here on the side. I've actually not done too many unboxings. Normally I'm too excited and I get the item open before I even think about, oh yeah, others might want to see what it comes in. Since this is it looks like it's a store-bought or shippable item, I figure you guys might want to know how this is going to work. And there we go. Alright. Ta-da! Wow. And there's another box on the inside. So this looks like just some packaging. And then we've got the FlatWave box on the inside. It's got some nice graphics. Aesthetically speaking, it looks like a box. But I do like, they're doing, a lot more companies are doing this. They're throwing the QR code right there. I really like that. QR codes are marvelously useful and very nice. So, let's go ahead. See what we got here. I want to be careful with everything I pull out because I don't want anything to break. You want to give this guy a fair comparison. Oh, we got contemporary energy brick, as you can see, and or power brick. It's power if it's being used, it's energy if it's being generated. Got some sticky tabs there, some various instructions. Wow. I will say this is thin. Okay. Um, this looks like these are almost like copper strips maybe, and they've been laminated. Wow. I mean, this is a, they weren't kidding when they said FlatWave. That's pretty thin. We've got what looks like a respectable amount of cable. Um, just on the fly, I would guess maybe 13, 15 feet. Be careful when you're pulling this out, because I can feel the you know, this isn't like something that you'd want to accidentally run over or with like your bicycle or a chair or something like that. We do have that looks like the antenna brick, and right there it looks like a micro USB plug for the power brick. Interesting choice. I actually would prefer something like this because it's more common versus the plug with the other one. I'll have to do the comparison with the turret because I didn't really go that far into it. Now it is white, which is kind of cool because it blends with the walls, unless your walls are yellow like mine. But if you're a classical apartment or something like that where this would be really useful, that might be a nice feature. If it isn't, then you can always paint it. You know, that's one of my feelings. Um, I do, it looks like a standard coaxial cable plug, and alright, this is kind of important, but one of the things looking right into there is that my coaxial cable is bent a little to the right. When you get an antenna, you want to make sure you check that. You probably can't really see that too well, but I'm looking in there. Not a huge deal. A pair of needle nose pliers and some magnifiers, you can go right in there and fix that. Also, if you had to, you could probably repair this as well. But you could just use your fingernail and pull it straight, which I just did, and that'll probably fix the problem. But whenever you encounter something where the inner wire is bent, when you're inserting it into the female receptacle, then you want to be careful about that, because if you bend it again or it snaps off, then you got problems. And also you might want to take I'll probably go ahead and look at this in our magnifiers and take a needle nose and straighten it out. Now, is that a good thing to receive? Like if you got it at the store, depending on your level of comfort, or they shipped it to you, you might say, hey, this is kind of broken or it's bent. Get their advice on it first, and then see, what you want to do from there. Now, let's look at the other parts of it. That's minor. This is really a minor issue, not a big deal. You got a decent level of cable, and actually it doesn't. Oh, it says I got 18 feet of coaxial cable, so that's pretty generous. The Turk, I got maybe 6 to 10, I think. No, I got about 6 feet. I had to add an extension, and that's another thing. When you add extensions, you diminish. You can diminish the quality of the single because it's got to deal with the couple. So actually, them giving about 18 feet, really nice. But look how thin this is. It's pretty amazing. So on the unboxing side, pretty pleased. Pretty pleased.